Very hearty good morning to all the students. Welcome to my channel. And today we are going to take up some conceptual questions, also known as application based or HOTS questions. With respect to your exams, these conceptual questions will help you a lot in developing your logics, also for better understanding of the concept which you have learned. So let us check out these conceptual questions one by one. So here we are. We have the very first conceptual question over here. As you can see, what would the following code do? So this is from the chapter Python Fundamentals. So you have to look for assignments type A, that is short answer questions, also conceptual questions. So what would the following code do? X equals Y equals 7. So here firstly Y will be assigned the value of 7, and then the value of y will be assigned to x. So x will also be having 7. That means somewhere in the memory, if we have 7, x and y both will be pointing to that. Next is, what is the error in the following code? X comma y equals 7. So here the problem is x will have 7, but we don't have any value for y. So this is the problem. Hence it can be solved by this statement 7 comma 8. Any value you can provide for y. Next is application based questions. From the following, find out, we are seeing the first one, which assignment statement will produce an error. Also state its reason. The first one is x equals 55. This will work fine. Y equals 37. This 037. So this will also work fine. There is no problem with this. Next is 0098. Now we know that 00 is used to represent octal numbers. This is used to represent what? Octal numbers or octal literals. And octal numbers can accept values only within the range 0 to 7. Hence, this will give an error. 56, the number equals 330. So you know that the statement will be wrong. Why? Because you cannot start an identifier with a number. Understood? You can write number 56 equals 3300. That is okay. This one will be okay. Next is not Taylor equals instant. So this not exclamation mark has been provided. So you already know that for naming your variables you cannot use exclamation marks or any other special symbol. So this will be giving an error. This variable, so there is a white space in between, so again this would be a problem. And moreover, this you cannot write 87.E02, you can write it as 8.7 E02, which will mean 8.7 into 10 raised to the power 2. And this variable you can just provide an underscore over here. Next, float equals. So firstly, float is what? It is a reserved word. So you cannot use it this way, but you can change it to either this float or this float. Okay, not this float. Equals 0.17. So again, you can see 0.17. We can change this. Instead of this, it should be, now because it is already like this, that is 0.17 into 10 raised to the power minus 3. So I can shift this over here. So 1.7 into 10 raised to the power minus 4 it will be. So I can write it like this. Float equals 1.7 into, sorry, I'll write it separately. I can write it like this. Float equals 1.7 e minus 0.4. So this will be the correct answer. Next, float. So this is correct. And 0.17 e minus 0.3. This is also correct. Next, find out the errors in the following code fragment. So let's check out the errors here. First one is temperature equals 90. Okay. Print temperature. So first of all, the name is identifier name is wrong, because here you can see it is temperature. Here the spelling is wrong. Either now whether the spelling is correct or wrong, that doesn't matter. What matters is you should use the exact same variable name, because Python will treat this name as some other identifier. And moreover, something is missing over here, that is this bracket, that is missing. Okay, let me change the color to red color so that it would be a little easy for you. A equals 30, this is okay. B equals A plus B. So that means now here value of B is unknown. It is undefined. So this is the error over here, right? So how can you change that? You can provide some value for B over here. Suppose I provide the value 10. So in this case, B equals A plus B will be 30 plus 10, which is equal to 40. So the now B would be pointing to 40 in the memory. Print A and B. Now this and is wrong. Instead it should be and B. So A is a non-zero value, B is a non-zero value. That means non-zero values are always considered to be true. So true and true will give you true, provided you have written and properly. So these are the corrections. So for such kind of problem, students, what you need to do is in your answer sheet, you have to write the correct code, and you have to just mark those areas with black color or with pencil to show where the error was. Okay, so you are going to rewrite the code in the correct form, and you are going to encircle the error, encircle the position where the error existed before. Understood? So this way I will be able to understand that yes, the error was there somewhere. Next is A comma B comma C equals 2 comma 8 comma 9. So that means A will have 2, B will point to 8, C will point to 9. Print A, B and C. So that means our output is going to be 2, 8 and 9. Now C, B, A equals A, B, C. So we are trying to assign A to C, B to B and C to A. And that will work. These three statements are correct, but then this over here it is wrong. Instead of that, a comma will be required. Next, x equals 24 is correct. This is wrong. Instead it should be x equals 4. Print x equals x, a comma is missing after the double quotes. Then else is a keyword, hence you cannot else use else like this. Instead you can use else like this or like this. These two are correct forms. Next is what will be the output produced by the following code fragments. So the first one is x equals 10. So I'm just going to copy this code. So here it is. So x equals 10. That means somewhere in the memory x is already pointing to 10. Here we have 10 and x is pointing to this 10. Now next statement is x equals x plus 10. So now x equals x plus 10 means x 10 plus 10 will be what? 20. So now x will be pointing to 20 and this association will be broken. Now next is x equals x minus 5. Now x is 20, 20 minus 5 is 15. So somewhere in the memory 15 would be there, x would be pointing to that 15 and again this association will be broken. Print x. So now the value of x will be printed as 15. So this is the output. Next x comma y equals this and this. So x will be equal to x minus 2. So 15 minus 2 that is 13. So now x would be pointing to 13. So I am telling you exactly in what way Python is going to execute it. And y equals 22. So there is y which points to a memory area containing 22. Print x and y. So now it will be printed as, so value of x is what? 13. Value of x is 13. So 13 will be printed. And comma means there is the separator, the default separator value is a space. Okay. So after 13 it will be what? 22. That is the value of y. So this is the output. So in the exam, if you get questions like these, you have to just write the output. But this is what you are going to do in the background. Okay. Next is this question here. So we are here. So now next is first equals 2. So somewhere in the memory we might be having 2 and first is pointing to this 2 and second is 3. Third equals first multiplied by second. So 2 multiplied by 3, 2 3s are 6. So that will be what? Third. Now print first, second and third. So it would be printed as 2, 3 and 6. Next is first equals first plus second plus third. That is 2 plus 3 plus 6 which is equal to 11. 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 3, 11. Okay, 5 plus 6, 11. So again now first has to point to an area with 11. So we'll be pointing to 11. Okay. So now first is pointing to 11 and then we have third equals second into first. So second is 3 and now the value of first is what? 11. So second, that is 3 into first, that is 11, which gives 33. So third will be pointing to 33 now. So this is what third is going to point to. Right? And now you have to print first, second, third again. So first is 11, second is still 3 and third is 33. So we will write it here, 11, 3 and 33. So this is the output. So this is the output for this question. Next is the third one. side equals int input side. So we are asking for the value of side from the user. Suppose user gives the side as 5. Area equals side into side, that is 5 multiplied by 5, 25. Print side comma area. So side is 5 and area is 25. So 5 space 25. Let us just read this. Side given as 7. If suppose the value of side is 7, then it would be 7 multiplied by 7. That is 49, and the result will be 7 space 49. So this will be the output. So here you have to take into consideration this value which is given, this input value which is given. Coming to the next, what is the problem with the following code fragment? So we have A which is pointing to 3. Okay, print A, so the value will be printed as 3. B which is pointing to 4. Print B, so value. See, for such questions you should always act as a CPU, and you should yourself take one statement at a time, see what is happening, apply your concepts and accordingly proceed. Don't try to look into this whole code as a whole. Take it one statement at a time. Then you will automatically see, and if you draw and solve it, if you make a memory map and solve it, it would be very easy for you to figure out what is happening. S equals A plus B. So A plus B, that is 3 plus 4, that is 7, which will be assigned to S. So what is the problem with the following code fragment? Now this could have happened provided I didn't provide an extra indentation. Extra indentation is the problem here. You know that indentation is used as a mandatory rule in Python. We have to be very specific with indentation. We cannot provide indentation according to our whims and fantasies. So you have to check out what is the problem. So the problem with this code was extra additional indentation. And see, I also did this mistake. I proceeded with the execution of the code, but I forgot this basic thing. What is asked? What is the problem? So read the question very carefully before you start attempting the question. Next is name Prijit, age 26. Print your name and age are name plus age. So here this plus will not work because age is numeric and name is string. So we cannot use this concatenation operator. This is known as concatenation operator, which is used to join two strings. So you cannot use the concatenation operator on in between string and numbers. Okay, so this thing you can replace with a comma. Next is A equals 3, S equals A plus 10, A equals new. So again dynamic printing. So in the beginning the value of A is 3, that is A is pointing to a numeric value 3. And we write S equals A plus 10, that is 3 plus 10, which is equal to 13. That is okay. So S is now pointing to 13, that is okay. Next is new. Now A is pointing to a string value new, and this association is broken. Okay, so what will happen now? Q equals A divided by 10. So what is the value of A? New divided by 10, which is wrong. So this is the problem with dynamic typing, which I had explained in my lecture video. So these are some of the questions which we discussed today. In the coming days, we would be solving many such conceptual questions so that you people are easily able to solve them one by one. Okay, so please watch this again and again if you are not able to understand something, and try to solve the other questions which follow. So that's all in today's class. We will again meet back in the next class. Thank you.